I almost ate all of my apple pie, but here we go. Get ready to say to YouTube. Get ready to say hi to YouTube, everyone. Okay, here we go. Hello there, YouTube! This is going to be the first cooking reaction that I'm going to be doing for my stream here. That's going to be uploaded to YouTube, and I'm hoping chat gets to say hi to you guys. Don't leave out your presence. Don't be shy. Say hi. Say hi to the YouTube viewers, everyone. So right now I am streaming off of Twitch, but I wanted to start reacting to cooking videos online because occasionally on my streams I like to watch cooking videos because I'm somebody that likes to cook, and occasionally I got into baking, and soon in the future when I can, especially when funds are right, that I'll set up myself for cooking streams and also figure out how to get the connection right. And what do you do? Do you like bring a laptop? Do I need to buy another laptop to make it possible? Oh dear goodness gracious. So I got a lot on my plate to figure that out. But I feel like to get out of my comfort zone and later on get inspiration for what I do for cooking streams, I thought, you know what, let's just start some reaction content. And the first person, I don't know if everyone knows this, Joshua Weissman. As you could tell, I've already seen a couple videos on stream, so I'll generally know what this guy is like. So I hope you understand that it's not going to be a fresh reaction. So please give me mercy if you're looking for like the pure, genuine first time reactions, because I haven't seen everything this guy offers, and I'm probably gonna bust a nut over the gracious cooking techniques this guy has, because when I was watching this, oh goodness, I creamed. I'm kidding, but that's what you're generally gonna get the idea from for how these reactions are gonna go. So without further ado, I really could do better with my breakfasts, so I'm very curious to see what this guy does for making pancakes. 2 ways? Oh hell yeah. Oh, right. We need to get rid of the ads. Everyone, I'm gonna fix the ads real quick, so let's go ahead and fix that, shall we? There we go. What ads exist?
I feel like oftentimes when people want to make pancakes, we're always looking for the perfect recipe. The search is over.
Yes. I mean, Kodiak pancake mixes are really good, but if I could make a pancake mix as homemade as possible, that'd be wonderful.
Pancake. They don't need anything else extra. Maple syrup, butter if you want, and they are perfect in every possible way. Fluffy, light, moist. They eat well. They're easy. They take almost no time really to prepare. You just throw everything into a bowl, you mix it all together, you put them in the pan.
Oh, this guy's a wizard.
But we also have a surprise that we're going to be showing you. So let's make this, shall we?
It has a volume for you guys.
Pancake, then I'll show you a golden diner inspired.
Oh, it's so fluffy. What is that syrup? Wait, what is that topping?
Syrup. But first, the ricotta pancake. It's also for my cookbook. The link's in the description, but I'm giving it to you for free because I love you.
I wish I could put this on my throne wish list. Imagine.
1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. Now, before we mix that, I'm also going to add the zest
to make a pancake.
of 1 lemon. This is optional. It's not a necessity, but I do think it adds just a special flavor.
Ooh,
it doesn't even necessarily
lemon?
taste purely of lemon. Whisk that all together until thoroughly
Really?
combined.
Lemon and pancakes? I
Separately,
never knew you could
we have
do
our
that.
Ingredients, 2 whole eggs. Start whisking those. Then you're going to whisk in 1 cup of whole milk, not non-fat, not half fat, not quarter fat, full
Okay,
fat.
okay, I won't make any
Then 1
exceptions. I
tablespoon
prefer
of a
whole milk
neutral tasting
anyway.
Oil. That could be canola, it could be a vegetable oil, it could be avocado oil.
Oh,
Once that's all
any?
mixed together, you're
Well,
then gonna
that's
add
good.
1 cup of whole milk ricotta. Not half fat, not skim, full fat. I know I keep emphasizing it, but a lot of people like to make these modifications, and I'm telling you, it changes the flavor, it changes the texture, it won't be as good without the fat. And then just whisk that together
Damn,
until
well,
completely smooth.
are there
Now
ways
we're
to
gonna add
thicken it for
our
those
liquid
that
mixture to the
refuse?
dry, and you're gonna gently whisk that together. Very gently, kind of going around the sides. I'm almost folding it
He's
with
a
the
wizard
whisk,
with his
more so than I
hands.
am whisking it. It's okay to have lumps in this. You want lumps.
Oh,
There, that's
really?
enough. The key to a really good pancake
I've always
is
worried
not
about
overmixing
that.
it. We don't want any gluten formation. Now, so we're gonna do 1/4 cup mounds all across.
Okay, if I'm gonna
our
make
flat
pancakes
top. You
at
can do
home,
a
I should probably
nonstick
get
pan,
one of
you can
those
do One of
then.
those like non-stick electric griddles.
Because
I prefer
flipping
to
pancakes on a
use
pan
some
is a
form of flat top.
bitch.
In this case, we have a cast iron griddle. It gets a better looking cook or crust on the pancake. So medium heat, 1/4 cup mounds of your batter onto your griddle.
Oh, I always struggle with
Let that
giving them
cook
perfect
for about
shape.
2 to 3
Okay.
minutes. Now, we're gonna check the underside, make sure that we have got good browning and that it's even.
I need to get me one of those
Exactly
trays.
what I want. We're gonna go under and then give it a little flip.
But will that work for an electric
This is like
stove?
75% of the way cooked, so this other side's only gonna cook for like 30 to 45 seconds. So if you feel it, it still feels relatively firm. Even if the underside isn't fully browned, doesn't matter. Take it off now.
Oh,
So good.
wait, does he even
Now just
check
repeat
it?
that with the rest of your pancake batter. Now onto the golden diner style
Oh god,
pancakes.
yes,
So with the
please.
pre-ferment,
Oh
according
yeah,
to
that looks
2
sexier.
cups
Come on,
of water,
show me a
1
sexy
3/4 of a cup
pancake.
of
Oh
butter,
yeah, pour that
and
shit
then
in
6
there.
grams on the dot of instant yeast. They use grams here obviously
Yeast?
for the sake of hyper accuracy.
Yeast?
Specifically because a little bit of yeast goes a long way. But remember,
I'm learning
we also
so
have
much from this
gram
man.
conversions for every single thing. Link is in the description for that. We have that for all of our recipes.
And
because
apologies if I'm not reading the
prefer
comments.
that.
I will later.
Anyway, whisk that together till the yeast is dissolved. You want each of these liquids to be slightly lukewarm, so if you need to microwave
Oh,
them a little,
really?
it's fine. Just make sure they don't go over
Lukewarm?
95 Fahrenheit. Now once that's dissolved,
95?
you'll add 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour.
Well, I mean, it is
And then
yeast, so
you're
you
gonna
gotta warm
carefully
that
whisk
shit
that
up.
in. You don't want to overmix this. It's okay if there's a few lumps. That's done.
Okay,
There are
always
a few
lumpy.
clumps.
Gotcha.
That's fine. You'll let this sit on the counter at room temperature for 1 hour. All right, it's been an
Temperature
hour.
for 1 hour,
When you
damn.
remove, you'll notice a beautiful
I'll do this on
bubbly
days when I got free
scenario
time
going
away
on
from
here.
work.
This is essentially what would be called the pre-ferment. And it smells
What?
yeasty, it smells delicious. Now, we'll make our dry mix. In a small bowl, we'll add 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt, kosher salt, and
Damn,
1
that's a lot
teaspoon
of salt.
of baking soda. Whisk together till thoroughly.
It's like 1/8 salt right
The reason
there.
you do the dry, completely homogenized before adding it to this is if you were to add all those ingredients individually, right, and then mix it, you might end up with unevenly distributed ingredients, which is like, oh, who cares? I care. I care. This up. Anyway, liquid, so we have 2 whole eggs, 3 tablespoons of
I
vegetable
love
oil,
the passion
1
in this man.
teaspoon
Can
of
me and
vanilla
him be
extract.
friends?
Now we mix our liquids separately for a different reason, which I don't normally do.
If he
but I do
hates
in
me
this
for whatever
situation
habit of
because we
cooking I
wanna
have,
avoid
he could beat
gluten
me.
development.
I mean,
So
what?
the liquids will go in.
Nah, not really. Come on,
Pre-ferment, and
guys.
Gently whisk that together to create as little gluten development as possible.
Again, he
Then
is a
finally,
wizard with
our
his
dry
hands.
mixture, which we're gonna carefully fold together, not whisked. Now we're gonna let that sit for about 10 minutes, and while we're doing that, we're gonna prep our cooking area. So we have a non-stick
okay, so
pan
he's
over
gonna
the
use a
medium
pan
heat
for
on a
this
small
then.
burner. This is a 7-inch
But that's
non-stick
such
pan.
a-
We're gonna do 2 of these.
Oh,
so you make
God.
1 big pancake
Oh.
pan. So 8-ounce ladle. Optionally, you
I've
can
never seen a
sprinkle
pancake go
oiled
through
food,
such
but that
complex
doesn't
methods
taste as badly in it, but it's not a
before.
necessity. But by doing that, you're
Hell,
gonna
you could
get
serve this for me
one
for dessert with
nice
how good this
full
must be.
ladleful of your batter into your pan. So we're gonna let that cook for 3 minutes.
I need to
So
find the
carefully
time to
peek
do
underneath
this
that
kind of
pancake. Once you
cooking.
see some browning,
I will.
25%
I want to
browning that you
now.
want, right? It's not quite there yet. That would be the time that you turn off the heat, take it off the heat, put it into your oven under a broiler for 2 to 3 minutes just to
Oven?
cook the top. We're not looking for browning, we're just looking to cook the top. Our pancake is done.
An
It's about close to 5 minutes under the broiler. We're gonna loosen it with our
Oh
spatula.
my god!
Sit
Look
on
at
top,
that
and then
sucker!
roll one of these.
It's beautiful.
that.
It's like a
She
cake.
is lovely. So we're making a
Well,
whipped
cake
brown
is a
butter,
pancake, but still.
2 sticks
Wait,
or 1
whipped
cup
butter?
of
Oh, that's
salted
what that
butter
stuff
into a
is.
medium-sized sauce pot.
That
We're
is
gonna set
so
over
much
medium heat. You just
butter.
let that melt. Once it's fully melted, it's gonna start bubbling, and you're gonna let that cook for about 3
That's
to
so
4
much butter
minutes,
for one
stirring often or
pancake.
until the milk solids in there are brown.
I always
You
stick
can
with
take
little
it to
bits
golden
of butter.
brown.
Is more
My
butter
optimal
actually good
browning
for
would be
you?
almost
Wait, what?
Very, very dark. Don't be scared. I mean, yes, you can burn it, but truly, like, kinda hard to do that. Oh, yeah. That is nutty good.
Well, thanks for relieving my
ice bath,
fears.
Bowl set over the ice bath. All right, so brown
The
butter.
ice bath?
Give it a swirl so you don't lose those nice brown butter bits. You don't want to lose that. Pour that in. We're gonna vigorously whisk that.
Oh
over
my
the ice
god,
bath,
that's gonna
making
take a
sure to
while before I can
incorporate
get
the
used to this
edges.
kind of
Do not
cooking.
stop whisking. The ice.
I mean, I get up at 3 a.m. in the morning, and sometimes I don't start work until 7, so I can make this work.
Heat of the rest of the
Hi,
brown butter that's
Master.
brushing up against it, and slowly it'll sort of start to soften and turn creamy. Once it's turned softened and creamy, you're gonna take it out of the bowl, and then you're gonna keep whisking it until sort of like a softened butter texture, essentially. You can
But
also
it
go in
is
the
like
ice, take it out of
90%
the ice.
butter.
In the ice, take it out of the ice. Just do not let it completely solidify. Look at that.
Oh my god, that's what happens.
We have 2 pancakes, the tale of 2 cakes.
Look
I
at
feel
that.
like I'm outing myself by having pancakes of such stature. There's so many layers, so much
Oh
work
my
that goes
god,
into this
it's a
one, and
sexy
then my simple one over
pancake.
here. I'm actually gonna start with
I never
these
thought I'd say this, but the
unbelievably
pancake just looks so
soft. I mean,
sexy.
look at these things, dude. That is absurd.
Nut, 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 nut.
Brown butter, so much flavor.
Look at
Even the
that.
pancake
Oh
itself
god, that looks so
is
glistening
nice.
and
It's a little bit
good.
yeasty, it's got some tartness
Oh,
from
my
the
mouth is
buttermilk.
watering
I get
so
why the
hard
Golden
right
Diner
now.
is so famous because these pancakes. They are ridiculously good.
This is so torturous.
For a traditional pancake, this is the best variation I can think of. There's no yeasting process. There's no need to let it rest for excessive amounts of time. You can literally whisk this together.
Good, I could just
and
eat it
make
right away
and
then.
Serve it right away. These are more gooey and soft, and this is more like moist and fluffy.
Oh my
Minor
God, that's gonna be
differences,
way
but they're
better than
both
any pancake I've
extremely good.
had.
You want to put in more effort and have these really big,
Maybe
fancy
even
ones?
better
There you
than
go.
those
These are fantastic. You wanna
breakfast
make a really good
buffets
easy
at
one, it's
hotels where the
phenomenal. It
breakfast is
still
free,
has
but the
as much
breakfast is
quality to it.
okay.
The lemon zest coming through, that fragrance.
I forgot
is
about the
for you
lemon
too. Pick and
zest.
choose.
Holy
You know
shit.
what to do. Subscribe, love you. Bye.
Oh my god, this guy's a wizard. This guy must have taken apothecary classes in Hogwarts, and he managed to discover the secrets to cooking. Can you believe this? I'm telling you, this guy went to Hogwarts. He took on Snake's apothecary classes, or I forgot which professor it was, and that's how he did it. This guy has gone to Hogwarts. He's secretly a magician for where the single touch from him can turn any food good, whether he showcases them in beautiful fashion or whatever. No, this guy went to Hogwarts. Yes, but the flavor won't be the same. Ah, as long as you can get the stove hot enough. Okay. So, with the thing that he showed, as long as I can get the stove top just hot, even if it's electric stove, it will be fine. Okay, good. I was worried for nothing, so maybe I will invest some money into buying one of those suckers whenever I want to make pancakes at home. Thank you, enemy. Next up, what is this? Best chocolate chip cookies? Even better than my
I have many chocolate
mom's?
chip cookie recipes. I'm gonna be
Should I
honest.
dare show
A
this
few
to
of
my
them are
mom?
world-renowned, except I finally one-upped them.
I should probably show this to my mother. She'll probably want to compete with this man.
This is the best chocolate chip cookie recipe I have ever made. Something
Oh, my
about the
mother, you
ratios
are
that
in
are
so
in
much
this cookie,
competition
and the
right
addition of a
now.
secret ingredient, which I'll show you, and all the different baking scenarios that I've tested, I've finally figured out what I think is consistently giving me the results I want.
Is that salt in
every
cookies?
single
Wait, you can
time.
put salt in
So let's make
cookies?
it. We're gonna start by mixing our cookie dough.
Wait, you can?
No fancy equipment required.
Is it like
Then we'll
sea
chill
salt,
the
or
dough
what is
for
it?
optimal flavor and texture.
Oh god, my mouth is watering
Chocolate chip
again.
cookies, you can't have it without chocolate. 3.5 ounces of
God.
dark chocolate, 70%, 60%, somewhere in that range. And then
Oh, okay,
3
we got plenty of
ounces
those at the store
milk
I
chocolate.
work.
I would prefer to do all dark, but I find that people enjoy it and find it more palatable when it's mixed with milk. So you're gonna rough chop
Oh,
the
really?
chocolate, maybe 2 more passes. You can see how some of
mix
the
it
chocolate from the
together?
chopping ends up like powderizing.
I thought
leave it
different
in
forms of
because when
chocolate
you're
always
freezing the dough,
separate.
you get kind of this
Oh,
marble
it's a finishing
effect where
salt,
the
gotcha.
chocolate isn't just the little chunks of chocolate, but it's actually a part of the dough too. Now that the chocolate's out of the way, we can make our dough. Half a cup of white
Oh,
sugar
wow.
and 3/4 of a cup of light brown sugar. Break the brown sugar up and then whisk that together. Add a half cup of melted, unsalted butter, not browned. and most people will
Unsalted? Does
tell
it
you,
have to be
"Putting your
unsalted?
butter in your cookies?
Can you get
This is
away
not a
with
good cookie
salted?
recipe." Shut up. Every cookie recipe uses brown butter now. I don't know when this became a thing. Next, we're gonna add 1 whole egg. Crack that in. Beat it quickly so that it emulsifies. We're gonna add another emulsifier, a whole egg yolk. So crack that carefully into a bowl so you don't pierce the yolk. You're gonna scoop it out with your hand like that. You can run it between your
Oh, I
fingers.
know some
so
people
that the
just
white
use
falls
scissors,
below
but I
and the
guess that
yolk
works
goes
too.
in. Now we're gonna beat this yolk in. Again, make sure that that's fully incorporated, fully emulsified. You know there's an emulsion present because it's creamy. It's one consistent texture. There's no oil or
yes,
butter
that's a
resting on
really
top.
good
Typically,
texture.
you'll see dry
Oh,
ingredients
yeah.
added to the flour and then
Yeah,
mixed
man,
in, but
stir
then you
that
can
shit
sometimes
up.
end up with uneven distribution. So I actually add it to the liquid phase. A full teaspoon of kosher salt. If you use fine sea salt,
Again,
then
this
do
guy
a
must have
half
gone to
teaspoon. A half
Hogwarts.
teaspoon of baking soda. Whisk that in, and then 2
He
teaspoons
must have
of
gone to
vanilla extract.
Hogwarts.
So I have 1 cup plus 6 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. We
And
have
in a
all of
way,
our
he
brand
kinda looks like
conversions
Harry
on the
Potter if you
website,
think about it with the
joshweissman.com.
glasses.
Links in the description for this
I
specific
don't know, he
one.
kinda
Anyway,
looks like a-
1 cup plus 6 tablespoons.
like some sort of alternate
all-purpose
version
flour.
of
I'm
Harry
gonna add
Potter.
half of that first. And I'm just gonna
You can't
carefully
convince me
stir that in
otherwise.
using a
He's an
rubber
alternate
spatula.
universe of
Once
Harry
that's
Potter.
mostly incorporated, I'll add my other half. And I'll just gently stir and fold that together.
Oh,
Really important that
yeah.
you don't overmix this. I got my secret ingredient. I know what you're thinking. Why are you putting chips in it?
Chips.
Guess what else is in the name?
What?
Chip. I actually didn't do it because of the play on words. I did it because it's f***ing good. Salty, sweet, crunchy contrast, and I realized that it made the cookies better. But it's a half cup of kettle-cooked plain salt potato chips.
Just get potato chips and you put it in fucking cookie dough?
I like to go to sort of a medium fine.
Oh god, Hogwarts must teach a lot in apothecary classes. Oh my god.
Over the center and press down. I'm just gonna do that until everything's evenly incorporated. We're here to make it.
Epic fail. Boo.
I'm gonna go get it.
Rest in peace, the spatula.
Just cover this, put this in the fridge overnight. When you bake
I guess he was done anyway.
You're gonna get super thin. You're gonna go, Josh, your recipe sucks. I'm telling you now, my primary recommendation is to put it in the fridge. Please, for God's sake, if I see another comment of someone saying, I put the cookies in and they spread so much and they're so up.
I put the cookies in there and they spread so much.
Well,
I make a video on YouTube and I follow the instructions because I just want to get those cookies out now.
Remember, cold dough equals a more even, less aggressive spread and a better bake. The one thing nobody seems to talk about is your cookie scoop size. It matters. It's going to change the end result.
So size does matter in this
If you have a really big size, then you
Okay.
have more surface area over center.
So size does matter, everyone. Unfortunately, it does.
There's a medium cookie scoop, 1.5 to 2 tablespoons. Then there's a large cookie scoop, which is more like close to 3 tablespoons. And then there's one that's not even a cookie scoop, an ice cream scoop. And this is a heaping third cup of a scoop. Let's talk about the regular cookie scoop. Baking sheet. Obviously, parchment's gonna go on here. To help the parchment stick, a little spray of oil so that the parchment paper sticks. We have our chilled cookie dough. I always do a heaping scoop on these little cookie scoop guys just because they're so small. Pop it out, boom, there you go. You can fit more cookies per sheet than any other scoop on our list. Now this smaller cookie scoop will do about 12 to a sheet and make a total of 20 to 24 cookies at that size. Each size you go up, you reduce the total yield by about 25% each step up. This will go to the oven at 350 Fahrenheit for 8 to 9 minutes. We're now on to the large. You're gonna scoop the cookies just like you did before. Mound it on top. Pop that bad boy out. These are much bigger.
Good.
Now you can only fit rows of 2. To even further protect against mishaps, I do 2, 1, 2, 1. Now our bake time changes. We're gonna
I've done it wrong the entire time. I was a big fool the entire time, everyone.
For, especially with these cookies, is a very
Listen to Harry Potter here. Goatee Harry Potter.
Slightly underdone in the center. Yes, underdone. It's very important. This is my optimal recommended choice for all cookies. It's big enough to be substantial, but small enough that you can
I do realize they live up closer to the mountains with the elevation. I imagine that baking is going to be a lot harder, so I'll have to be very careful with temperature and time to make these cookies.
Now we're gonna let them cool the rest of the way.
Oh man, the time it sucks to live up in the mountains.
I like doing this for everything.
Well, at the base of the mountains.
But oftentimes I do it when it's just a small group of people, so I can give them really big, substantial, massive, fun cookies. So we have an ice cream scoop. Like I said, a heaping third cup. Boom, dude, look at that monstrosity. Literally the size of a baseball. In fact, I have a recipe for cookies called baseball cookies in my second cookbook. Wow, look at that, look in the description.
Wow, self-promo much?
Check it out, very good.
All right, Harry Potter, we get it, we get it.
You
got bills to pay too as
3
well.
cookies a tray. Can you fit more? You can try. We're gonna zigzag these. These are so big, I kind of lightly like to smush them down just a little.
Oh,
these
really? You don't just leave them
350
be?
Fahrenheit for 14 to 15 minutes. These take a fat minute. Same cues, golden edges, and a matte center. These we have to be
Oh god, the cookies look so good.
They're so big.
If only technology existed for where he could just feed it to me through the screen.
Our associated cookie sizes.
Any person
There are
cooking
benefits to
online,
each. For
please
the small,
embed technology
you
to
get
feed
volume,
it
which
to
means
my
they're ideal
mouth
for
by reaching your
parties,
hand out through my
gatherings. If you need
screen
a lot
and
of
feeding
servings,
me.
one batch of cookies will make many more cookies. That's really the only reason. For the large, the benefit is they're just visually excessive. One cookie is enough for 2 people easily. I like serving it this way just because it's like bang.
I'm
look at
okay.
this. That is a cookie.
Yeah,
Now,
that
the
is
video,
definitely
to be
a
clear,
cookie.
was actually done on a large cookie scoop, the 3 tablespoon size. This is the best of both worlds. You get from this size more surface area, so there's lots of chewiness in the center.
Man, look at
and
how
only
the
a little
milk
bit
and
of crisp
dark
on the
chocolate is
exterior.
mixed
That's my
like
preferred
that.
cookie. You get a cookie like this, it's still gonna feel somewhat big.
I'm already
One
getting
cookie is
sold
enough
on
for
mixing
one
the 2
person.
chocolates
So,
together. It
let's
must work
taste.
out really good.
The chocolate is still molten even though they're fully cooled. And then splitting this bad boy, I mean, it's still gooey. Cheers.
Man, he gets it just right. Again, he is a
Listen,
wizard.
Everybody
He's
has an opinion.
Harry
but it
Potter,
is
the
my
chef.
opinion
I'm
that
telling
these are
you,
the
he
best
is
cookies
Harry
of all time.
Potter.
Because this is
In
how I
our
want
universe
every single
compared to the
cookie
Harry
I ever
Potter
eat to
universe,
be. It's perfectly
this Harry
balanced.
Potter
The chew,
is a
the
chef. He has
fudginess of
such
the
magical
chocolate, but also
potential
the
for
dough
this
is
stuff.
fudgy too. Lightly crisp on the bottom, but then the rest of it is so perfectly chewy and gooey and like sticks to your teeth almost like a nice like caramel. And then you hit the molten
Oh, like
chocolate,
caramel?
you
I
have
am so
sweet
sold.
milk chocolate, but then you have rich dark chocolate. The chips disappear in this. They just become a background crunch every once in a while, a little salty kick.
Imagine
every
me
once
telling
in a
my
while.
mom to
You can
buy
omit
potato
them, the
chips
cookie's
for
still good,
baking
but I like the
cookies.
little pops of savoriness in this cookie.
It's
Cool,
gonna be
you know,
very
any more
interesting to
cookie
convince
recipes,
her to
stop
use
here. Thank
potato
you so much.
chips.
Subscribe, love you, bye. Don't forget the recipe is in the description. Go get it, print it out, put it on your fridge. Make it for the holidays. Make it year round. I don't care.
Well, it's already the holidays. My mother made sugar cookies and gingerbread cookies. You're too late on that, man, and I baked an apple pie. You're too late, Harry. You're too late. I know your name is Joshua Weissman, but I know you're Harry Potter. You're Harry Potter. No one is going to convince me otherwise. Salted butter is too salty for this. Oh, okay. Well, I guess for my apple pie, somehow salted butter turned out a-okay. At least to my taste buds. At least of that. Okay. Now, something else I've not seen. Perfect mango sticky rice at home. Oh, I know a friend of mine that would love mango. Maybe I should show her this. Oh, Serena Nisi would love anything mango. I wonder if she would love sticky rice as well. I feel like she would really, really like this, but let's find out for her.
This is a dessert that somehow I
I
feel
like how he
seems
opens the
exotic
fridge
for
every
a
time to
birthday.
start the
I think
opening of
you
his
can do
video.
it.
I
Matter of
love
fact,
that.
I think anyone can do it.
Wait a minute, does that mean he's keeping people in his fridge and when it's time to finally cook, he lets us out? Oh dear goodness gracious, Harry Potter has gone
This is
crazy
mango
to lock
sticky
us in the
rice.
fridge.
I love this dessert. Anyone who's had it knows the tales, knows the legends of its greatness, and anyone who
But
hasn't had it,
wow.
this is your time to shine. You need
I've never
so
seen
few
such a dessert like
ingredients
this
to make
before
it,
involving
and
rice.
it's not
Oh, he
super,
actually
super
washes his
expensive,
rice?
But it is unbelievably
I probably
rewarding.
should.
If you like rice pudding, if you like mangoes, but also if you just like having a great dessert that blows your mind, blows your
Wow,
body.
I love
away,
rice,
because when you eat
and
this, you will
I
want
never
to
pictured
probably go
rice
to
would be
sleep.
for a
This is a
dessert.
dessert for you. So with that being said, let's make this, shall we? First, we're going to make our incredible
are you gonna
sticky
convince me,
rice.
Harry?
Then we'll make 2 coconut sauces, an aromatic soaking
Coconut
liquid, and a thick one
sauces?
for
Okay,
drizzling.
yeah,
Slice
I
up
could see
our
how that
ripe
would work
mango
really well
plate
with
and
rice.
enjoy. Sticky rice. So it starts with 1.5 cups of glutinous rice. They're gonna be really small grain. You have to use this rice. You can't sub jasmine rice. Don't throw in some random short grain sushi
Yeah.
rice. Glutinous rice, very important.
There is a big
Glutinous
difference
That's
with
gonna go into
rice.
a
This
bowl.
man is
You're
right
gonna
about
cover
that.
with filtered water, and you're gonna let this sit covered overnight in the refrigerator. You do plastic wrap,
What?
you do a lid, I really don't care. But the point is, it must rest to absorb some of this liquid. But don't worry, it doesn't necessarily have to be overnight. It's ideal if it's overnight, but you could go as little as 4 hours, maybe 2 to 3 hours, but at least soak your rice.
Oh,
It's
so if I'm cooking
crucial
all
to the
day,
texture. The
then
longer you
that'd be
soak it, the better
perfect
it gets.
then.
I'd say 3 to 4 hours minimum, because in general, it's gonna get that nice, sticky quality. Okay, so next
Nice
day,
and sticky.
your water's
Ooh
a
la
little
la.
cloudier, the rice is a little bit more plump and sort of like less matte and kind
look
of
at
forming a
them,
little bit of
nice and
translucency. They're
plump.
also tender. This is important for the steaming process.
Just how
so now
I
we're gonna
like
take that
it,
rice, drain the water
yes.
out. We're now gonna steam our rice. So cheesecloth with just a bit of overhang. We got a steamer basket set over a shallow pot of simmering water. You're gonna lay in your cheesecloth, pour in your rice, and then evenly distribute that throughout the steamer basket. Oh, but why can't I boil it or just do it traditionally and then drain? Look, listen, you want to introduce as little water as humanly possible. We want to maintain as
Oh,
much
really?
sticky, chewy,
I mean, it has
rice
been soaked
quality
in
as we
water
possibly
all
can with
goddamn
glutinous
day.
rice. Also, generally speaking, glutinous rice does a lot better just steamed like this. Bet you didn't know you could steam rice. You can. Once it's in there, it goes on.
I had no
You're gonna
idea.
let this steam
Wait, is
for
this how
about
people in
20 to 30
Japan do
minutes
it?
or just until the rice is
This is how
cooked
people in
and
Japan
I
do
wanna
it, don't
say
they?
Tender, but chewy. It should have no hard,
Oh,
dry
no wonder
rice
their
in the
rice
center
is
of it. Taste it
fantastic.
after
This
20
makes
minutes.
so much
It's
sense
important that
now.
you monitor the water in the pot.
This
If
makes
this
so
runs
much
out of
sense
water
now.
through
I
evaporation
understand.
in the
I
middle of your cooking
understand.
process, you
I
got a
understand
problem with
anime
rice.
logic.
Stop
I
steaming and also
understand.
you'll burn things and blah, 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 blah. So just make sure you have enough water in here so that it's not touching the steamer basket, but it is steaming the rice. If you run out, add a little more water in the bottom of the pot. Okay, so while that's going, we're gonna make our sauce, but listen, a lot of mango sticky rice recipes for some reason use like 5/8 of a can or like 3/5 of a can of coconut milk.
What?
This recipe uses one whole can.
Yeah,
So when you follow this,
no, I'm not
you'll
gonna
the
use
whole
part of a
You're
can.
gonna
It's gotta be
put a quarter cup
whole,
of
otherwise
coconut
I'm not
milk
gonna use
in
it
your
on
fridge,
time
not
before it
knowing
goes
what to do.
bad.
That
That's the
said,
law.
This is half of our can of full fat coconut milk. This has such minimal ingredients that if you try to change any of these out, like, oh, well, maybe I'll get low-fat coconut milk. Just expect
Maybe
this
I'll
to
get
go
low-fat
completely
coconut.
wrong. You got a quarter cup of
He
white
really
sugar,
hates
half
people that
teaspoon
use
of
low
kosher salt.
fat.
And although this is not traditional, you don't have to do this. I like to do it. Just a slight little flavor is 3 cracked cardamom pods that have been lightly toasted. Just a little bit of fragrance to that. Not traditional, okay? Omit it if you don't want it. So I'm gonna stir that, heat that up over medium heat, and just stir and let that heat just until the sugar's dissolved and it's steamy and hot. Then you're gonna let it steep for about 3 minutes. Once that's done, take it off the heat, set it to the side, and now we wait for our rice to finish.
It's such a
Now, the other
science with
coconut
how
portion is the
complex
coconut
every
sauce.
bit of
Very
the way
important. So the
his
other half
food
of our coconut
is.
milk is gonna go into a small pan, or
Oh,
saucepan
goodness
rather,
gracious.
and then another quarter
At
cup of
Hogwarts,
sugar
they
in
teach
that.
you how
So
to
we're gonna heat
make
this until
potions with
dissolved and
careful
steamy hot.
processes
Oh my
to
God,
process
magic, it's already
liquids, but
steamy hot. What?
this is just like it. This is how you know somebody's been to
Now,
Hogwarts.
the
This is
sauce
how you
is
know.
nice as it is. It's gonna taste good. It has the flavor we want, but we want more viscosity. So to make it thicker, small bowl, we're gonna add a half teaspoon of cornstarch to that bowl. You could literally just pour a couple
My
tablespoons
brain is just
in
being
there
so
of your
overloaded
coconut
with
sugar
new ways
mixture.
to make
Whisk that
food, and
together.
rice
Make a
pudding
little
is just
slurry
new to my
with your
dictionary of
cornstarch. Make
food.
sure you whisk all
And
the
seeing
little dry
this,
bits out of there.
oh, this
no
is like
clumps.
rocket
And you
science
just
to
stir that back in.
me.
Then you're just gonna keep heating that and stirring that just until it's thickened. You'll notice it pretty quickly. You don't want to over thicken this. If for some reason you're like, oh my God, it's so thick, it's not pourable, add just a tiny little splash of water, like a little half
Yeah,
teaspoon of water
always
at
do
a
that.
time until it's
Always.
the
Water is your
consistency you
best
desire.
friend for
I'm thinking
cooking.
like honey,
Always.
maple syrup, viscosity,
Oh, yeah, the
texture.
way
Is that
he
making
wipes it
sense? Does
off.
that make
Yes,
sense to you?
please.
Also, be mindful that when this cools, it's gonna thicken even more. So don't go buck wild here. Now, this is not necessary, but if you want, you can put it in a little serving container. I got a little. You could also just put it in a cup and cover it. But the point is, put it somewhere and set it to the side. Let's finish that sticky rice. Okay, it's been 20 minutes, so I'm gonna check it. First, ow, you're gonna take the lid off. It looks done, but is it? You know, take a couple grains
Is it?
off
I
the
mean, it
top
looks
and just
fucking
try
done.
them.
I'd eat that shit. Feed it
it's
to me,
done. You
man.
can tell it's done specifically by the texture. It should be chewy, almost like mochi-like, and there should be no dry
Mochi?
crunchy bits
Oh,
in
I
the center
love
of that rice.
mochi.
If there is any
Okay,
crunchy
I'm
bits,
sold.
you
I am
keep
so
cooking,
so
it's nice and
sold.
tender. So heat off, and we're gonna transition over here. Also lid off. This is the beauty of using cheesecloth, is you can easily kind of pull your rice out, pop it into a large bowl. Bada
Is
bing,
that
bada
washing
boom.
machine
We have not
washable,
our
or is that a
thickened coconut
one-time
syrup,
use
but
for the
instead
cloth?
Our steeped one with the cardamom pods, and at this point, you're gonna take the cardamom pods out. They've steeped and delivered all their flavor. You can kind of squeeze them out a little so they get that extra.
Wait, you can squeeze
the cool thing
nuts?
is, you'll actually
Wait,
notice that this mixture.
did I just
smells
understand that
fragrant
correctly?
Of cardamom, but it's not gonna be overwhelming. It's just a light little vibe in there. I'm gonna lightly break this rice up just a little bit, and then
Oh,
you're
that
going
rice
to
looks
pour
sexy. Yes,
all
please.
that cardamom coconut milk over your rice. You know, you don't want them wasting. You might want to get in there and get it out of there.
Oh, yeah,
And then
use
you're just gonna
all of
lightly
it. Nuh-uh.
mix and
Wasting?
fold that together.
Nuh-uh.
Upon first glance, you might be looking at this going, "Oh my God, I just ruined my sticky rice. Now it's
What?
risotto. It's
No,
loose
it looks
and
good."
terrible." Well, you'd be wrong, because this is the stage we're gonna cover this and let this sit for about 30 minutes, up to 3 hours if you don't have time.
Man,
right?
so
If
much
this is gonna be like a
refrigeration
dinner time
required
thing, and you
for
started
this
early enough, you
recipe.
could always wrap this, set it up, finish making dinner, and then boom, ready to go. But it's important to do this 'cause
It
it
looks
must
so
soak up
cute.
and absorb all that flavor.
I love
We're
it.
at the
I'm gonna
final
name him
countdown.
Fred.
Mango. This is an important component.
Ah, yeah,
You wanna
here
make
comes
this
the
look beautiful,
mango.
So I'm gonna coach you through this. We have a beautiful ripe mango right here. Make sure your mango is ripe. You don't want it too soft.
Yeah, I think we got
You don't want it
mangoes
too
at my
firm, but you
store,
wanna
so
make
I
sure
could
it's just
definitely
ripe
buy
enough so
one
it's
if I'm
not,
really up for it.
Stringent or crunchy or not sweet. We want it sweet, fragrant, beautiful, delicious. You can slice the cheeks off and then scoop
that
out the
mango
flesh. I'm actually
looks
gonna peel
so
it and then slice
good.
it just so I get nicer looking mango.
That's a nice
take a
ripe
sharp
one he
peeler and
has.
along your whole mango. You don't want any skin whatsoever. You really want to be careful.
Yeah, especially when
you're
it comes to
peeling
apple
this
pies. When I made it
because
for
you can
Christmas
see
dinner,
that it creates
I
a
made
bit
sure
of
to
a
peel
ridge
all my
pattern. If you
apples.
don't peel it evenly,
Oh, I
you'll
did.
end up with a really ugly mango. Mangoes oftentimes are not quite a perfectly round sphere. They're sort of, what shape is this? football.
Now, I do notice an ad is playing right now, so I'll just let this sit by because I don't want you guys missing out on this. But, so, to process, wow. Oh my goodness, but I'll go ahead and read chat. Salted butter works well for pie crust since no salt makes the crust have no flavor. Oh, okay, good. I did the right thing. Yay! It depends on what you're making. Yeah, you are correct on that, enemy. Fat is flavor. I'm definitely in agreement with you. You are definitely correct about that, enemy. I'm gonna take a sip of water real quick. And I'll take another bite out of my pie, since I still have a bit more bites left to go. Man, it's such good apple pie I made, I swear. Welcome back from ads, everyone. I paused the video so you guys wouldn't miss anything. I don't want you guys missing anything. You're welcome.
All elliptical ellipses. This is shaped this way. Got it? The seed is flat and going this direction, so we're gonna cut along that seed. We're essentially gonna take a cheek off this. So you wanna cut as close to the seed as possible. So if your knife stops here, that means you're essentially in the seed. So we're gonna move over just a hair.
Oh.
Long.
Okay, I never knew that's how you cut mango.
Seed right there. That's perfect. We're gonna do the same on the other side, gently and carefully.
Yeah, I want to show Serena this video. I want to show it to her.
Enough for your recipe. For the remainder of this, you could just nibble and chew on this. Now that we have our cheeks, simply just slice them. You can slice it as thick or as thin as you want. Some people like to make a little pattern. I like to slice them real thin so I can fan them
definitely
out.
go
And just like
thin.
magic, look at that rice. It's not soupy anymore. It's soaked up all that beautiful coconut, sugar, cardamom mixture. Now you can serve this however you want.
I never thought rice could be for a dessert, and I'm just so sold on
Take your
this.
thinly
I'm
sliced
so
mango
sold.
and fan it out beautifully alongside your rice.
Oh.
And drizzle your thickened coconut milk over the rice.
Oh, like at a
As much or
five-star
as little as you
restaurant.
like.
Look
You
at
can always
that.
add more later,
Oh,
so maybe go light first. Top
it's
with toasted
coming.
sesame
It's
seeds on the
coming.
rice,
Oh
serve,
yeah, it's
and
coming.
enjoy.
All right,
It is
it's coming.
that
All right.
simple. We finally get to taste. This is one of those things where the second you experience it, you realize, why haven't we been doing this more every day all the time? This is
Meanwhile, I've been raised on Bluebell ice cream for desserts as a child, but as an adult, I love to explore all these new things. For where, when I start raising kids, I'm just gonna make them rice pudding. That's what I'm gonna do.
The mango, they come together as one flavor that just is like a god level flavor. You don't necessarily taste the coconut by itself or the mango by itself. It's all one harmonious symphony in the form of a dessert. And you know what? Despite the fact that it's extremely high carbohydrate, it's actually pretty good for you from a nutrient standpoint, I feel like, right? It's a dessert, who cares?
A healthy and delicious dessert. Oh yes. I'll definitely tell my future kids that if I ever do get kids. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. Oh. I'm telling you. Everyone. Hogwarts. He must have gone to Hogwarts before. Hogwarts. I'm telling you, it's Hogwarts. He's been to Hogwarts. You can't convince me otherwise. Because it's such magically induced food. Even this fried chicken has got to be magically induced. Oh my god, he's got a whole chicken. Oh my god, this is going to be so good. Ooh, I'm excited. Please load my internet that likes to crash my OBS. Can you please?
When I made this recipe, I thought, I want people
Thank you for
to
letting me
make
out of the fridge.
best fried chicken they have ever had in their life.
Oh. Holy shit, look at, oh my god. Oh, this may be the best out of all of them. Oh my god, look at the fried chicken. Oh, I don't need any sauce for that. Let me just eat it as whole.
But also, it's just the overall technique of how you make this fried chicken that makes it great. Not only is it juicy, not only is it tender, not only is it flavorful and spicy, but the most important thing is the unbelievable earth-shattering crunch of a
Oh,
good
I
crust.
heard that
And is what
shattering.
we're making
I
today.
feel my
Simply,
bones
beautifully, we're not talking
shattering.
about size, we're just talking about chicken. So let's make this, shall we? So we're gonna start by breaking down our own whole chicken into individual pieces. Then we'll make our secret blend of herbs and spices, both in marinade and breading. Show a couple tricks for extra crispiness and fry to perfection. You can obviously go and get a whole chicken cut up into 6, 8 pieces, etc. But my preference is to butcher it myself. You don't have to do it, but I'm taking the
Thank you. I
opportunity
don't
to show you
have
how.
to. Thank
Got a whole
God.
chicken right here. Bada bing,
I'd be
bada
way
boom.
too
It's a little
stressed
cheaper
out to
if you
do
it
that,
this way
so
also.
thank
So
you.
you can save money by buying a whole chicken and cutting it up yourself. There are a few different
Oh,
ways people like
really?
to do this. My preference is I always start with the leg. This is just like a gap of skin. There's nothing here on both sides. So take a sharp knife and you're gonna cut
Oh.
through that skin to kind of reveal that gap.
So that's
And
how
do
you
the same
cut
on the other
it.
side.
I'm learning
Again,
so
just reveal that
much.
gap. You don't need to do much more here. All right, so that's revealed.
So it's
Done
actually
and done.
easier than
Then
I
turn the chicken
thought.
over. This is my
Okay.
favorite part, okay? You're gonna take the leg and you're gonna bend it back.
So there's a
until
science to it.
you hear a little pop. Again, on the other side, boom. What that just effectively did was it separated this right here. This is the thigh bone from the back of the chicken. Okay, that's super important because now you can basically just run your knife
Rest in
underneath
peace to
that and
chicken, but you
remove
shall
the
be
entire
served
leg
well
quarter.
for
So we're gonna do
dinner.
that. See this fat line? I'm gonna cut under the skin right here. You can remove this excess bit here so I can show you.
He
This is
has
where it
so many
disconnects and
skills
this is
for
the bone
cooking, I
itself.
swear.
Honestly, you can just
He
run your knife under
does.
this, but you will leave
Not
the
your
oyster
everyday
behind, which is
chef.
a surprise for a lot of people. That's right
Because
here.
he's
This is the
Harry
lump. So
Potter,
if you
the
want
chef.
to run your knife under, it's fine, no big deal. You could boil the spine for stock. Or if you want to get the oyster, you're gonna cut around this lump. So instead of going straight back, you're gonna go around the tip of your knife, go over that. See, now I've revealed the oyster here. Just kind of scrape underneath. You can even use your finger to kind of scoop it out of there. So now the oyster is out. We can remove this leg. So tilt the leg back, find where the meat connects, and just gently follow along, follow through.
So you just gotta
and
Jimmy
you've
Jank
separated
it for
your
the
leg
chicken to
quarter. Now repeat
cooperate
that
in
on
order
the
to
other
cut
side.
it, because he's
Now
going
left
through
this guy.
so many
Now really all we
ways
need to
and
worry about is
pulling,
the breast
cutting
and the wings.
to get this
To
chicken
remove the
cut.
wings, you're gonna kind of do the same thing. You're gonna start.
Yeah,
right
okay,
here
I
on
may
this
just
line.
screw the chicken
You're
up.
gonna
I'm
cut
just,
straight down
I'm not
till
gonna
you
buy a
meet the
whole
bone.
chicken. I
You're
don't
gonna
think
kinda
I could
cut
do that.
around the wing. So the shoulder blade's gonna pop out like this, and you can see where the shoulder connects with the rest of the chicken. Just cut straight through that. Now you removed the wing piece. You're gonna do the same on the other side. Pop it out, reveal it, just cut around.
Yeah, no,
See? Boom.
I'll just buy chicken
Wing.
breasts,
Now, for
chicken
the
legs,
breasts,
or
this part can get a little
I'll figure
wobbly and
something
weird.
out.
If you want, if you have a heavier knife, like a cleaver or a really big chef's knife, you can kind of cut that part out and just remove that. Now from here, you're gonna set your breast down. Feel the center of the breast. You're gonna feel like almost like there's a wedge bone in between that. I want you to take your smaller knife, cut along the top of that chicken.
God,
all the
it's
way
like
down
playing
one nice stroke,
Operation.
and reveal that bone. Cut along
you
one
may as
side
well
of it,
be a
keep your
surgeon at
knife
this point in time.
impinged
Look at
against the
this
bone.
man.
And then honestly,
Look at
if you
him.
wanna keep the bone attached to this, at this point you can literally just take a heavy knife, place it right there, right where you've made your initial incision, and just. And you have two chicken
Look at this
breasts
sucker
with the
go.
bone
Look
attached.
at
This
him.
other piece here you can just cut off with your cleaver or heavy knife. Then you essentially have 2 bone-in chicken breasts, 2 leg quarters, 2 wings. If you want to go even further, you separate the leg from the thigh.
Further
notice
and
the fat line that runs
beyond.
Right here on the underside. If you follow that fat line, that'll essentially perfectly separate the thigh from the drumstick. So follow along, cut along that, just kind of reveal that bone. You can do the same thing here. Just kind of snap it, reveal
Oh, that's
the
a
knuckle, cut
satisfying
in between.
snap. Do it
You got a beautiful
again.
drumstick, and you got a beautiful thigh. Same thing on this guy. Cut in between. Snap it. find the
Yes.
knuckle,
Oh, that's
cut in
that is a
between
satisfying
thigh,
sound.
drumstick,
That is
drumstick.
really
You can do the same
satisfying
thing
to
with the wings,
hear.
but I'm actually gonna leave the wings whole just because I like them like that. For the backbone of the chicken, the spine.
I'm really
essentially, right?
curious,
Here's
how the hell
bottom
do
piece with
people
the tail,
manage to
and then
debone
here's the upper
chickens?
spine here. These pieces you should save, freeze them every time you
Must
do
be
this. Just keep
so
saving them and
complex to
freezing them.
do
So you got
that.
like 3 or 4 of these. You roast them, you can make a beautiful stock. Now we can marinate. There are many ways to flavor the chicken before you bread it. You could brine it, you could cure it. In this case, we're going with a classic buttermilk. We're in Texas.
Oh
This is
yeah,
South.
bring back
We're
the
at
buttermilk.
2
Let's
cups.
go.
The finest buttermilk you can get. Frankly, you could also do milk if you wanted to. 2 tablespoons of coconut salt. The buttermilk does not have salt in it. In fact, buttermilk is tart, so you need a little extra salt to counteract the acidity. 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of MSG. Pause. If you're not familiar with this channel, or me, MSG is, in my opinion, a non-negotiable. It's not expensive. You can go and get it at an Asian market. You can get it on Amazon.
Oh.
I'm telling you, it is one of the biggest unlocks for insane fried chicken with minimal effort. There's just no valuable science that's suggesting that it's not good for you, so I'm gonna put it in there. 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons
Garlic
of
powder?
smoked paprika, and 1 teaspoon of cayenne powder for a little kick. You don't like it spicy? Leave it out or put less.
Oh no,
Just
I'm
whisk that
definitely gonna
together
put the
until
spiciness
thoroughly
in there. I'm
combined
putting
and
that shit in
homogeneous.
there.
What you really don't want is a
Oh, you
lump of
bet.
spices just sitting in the corner of your marinade, and then the rest of the marinade just being unseasoned buttermilk. That will ruin your day. Now we're gonna add our chicken pieces back in.
Oh
and you're
yeah,
gonna
put that shit
carefully
in there.
just kinda mix all that together.
Yeah,
just
that's
to make sure
it.
that the marinade
That's
is coating
it.
every
Crunch it up
single
real good.
possible
That's it. Get it
surface
in there.
area on that chicken.
Get it
Press
in
down
there.
the marinade, make sure it's submerged.
Get
You can
that
actually
batter
bread
looking
and fry
good.
this right away if you want, but ideally you'll marinate this in the fridge for at least an hour. Ideally, in the
Always
best case
marinate
scenario,
chicken.
overnight, or
Always.
even 2 nights. It's gonna soak up that flavor. It's gonna tenderize the chicken. It's gonna do all sorts of beautiful things. But wait. You could do a whole chicken cut up, or you could do all chicken thighs, or you can do all drumsticks, or you can do all breast, although that would be kind of lame, right? If you want to, most of the time when I make fried chicken, I just do drumsticks and thighs, but I wanted to do a whole chicken because it felt the most economical. And I should mention that when you're marinating this though, in general, regardless of the amount of time, cover it and do it in the fridge. Let's go marinate that thing. I wanted to make a dredge that was so ridiculously crunchy, it made your teeth explode with joy. So you're gonna start with 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, which
I don't want my
typically
teeth
in
to
most
explode.
recipes, you would just see that. But I'm
Harry,
adding
please
also
tell me it's not
a
dangerous
cup
with
of
whatever
potato
concoction
starch.
you're
Not
making.
A necessity. You could do all-purpose flour. Just be aware that you'll have to add another half cup of all-purpose. But what the potato starch does is it just adds that extra snap, crackle, pop to the crust.
Oh,
it aerates it a little bit
yeah.
more. It adds a little bit of wispiness, a little bit of tenderness, so it's truly crispy. But secondarily, if you don't have potato, but you do have cornstarch, you can sub that 1-to-1 also. 1 tablespoon of kosher salt, 1 teaspoon of MSG. Yes, we're doubling up on the MSG. 1 teaspoon of cayenne, 1 teaspoon of garlic, half teaspoon of onion powder. Please don't go above that. Onion powder is super strong and overwhelming. I always like to add just a little bit.
it
2
is.
teaspoons
Don't
of black
ever.
pepper,
Not too much ever.
and 1 teaspoon of dried oregano. Now you notice that I keep the spices
oregano?
light, you know, a
He's
teaspoon
getting
at
all
a time, not
fancy
a
with the
tablespoon,
oregano.
because this is what's going to be the most
Anything involving
impacted by the
oregano,
fryer.
oh,
So when you're
it steals
frying,
my heart.
You don't want
It
to put
does.
so many spices that they immediately burn to nothingness once they hit that hot oil. This is just going to give us that flavor without burning. Oh, it just even smells good. And now my nostrils are probably
Oh
caked
my
with flour
god, I want to
of
make my
running
kitchen
that.
smell that
Now,
good with my
let's
cooking
bread and
now.
fry. We got a lot of tricks for you here.
Yes.
We're gonna take our chicken out of the marinade and just kind of let it drain over a wire rack. Now, in this remainder of marinade, you're gonna take a 1/3 cup measuring cup and you're gonna add a 1/3 cup of your dredge to your marinade. Whisk that in,
Oh.
homogeneous and
Well,
smooth.
good, because
Come
it'd be
back to
really
your marinade,
terrible if you
and then we're
put
gonna
it to
take our hand
waste.
and just flick a little bit of that thickened dredge into your flour mix. Little dots
Wait,
going
what
on,
is
and you're
this?
gonna whisk that in. You do that a couple
Wait,
times.
what is this gonna
So now
do?
you got little tiny flecks of hydrated flour, you have your thickened batter, and now we actually can dredge. So remember, dry hand, wet hand. Pick a hand. One hand will be for wet, one hand will be for dry. I like to keep my dominant hand dry. Take a piece of chicken.
Oh, that would
That's gonna go
be,
in
yeah, I kind of really
your
keep that in
thickened
mind. I'm very
marinade.
forgetful of things,
Shake
so
off the excess, pop
thanks,
that into your
Harry.
flour,
Thank you.
And then just toss, really gently press to get that flour to adhere.
Okay,
Toss,
now I'm
press,
understanding this
toss.
process.
You're gonna
Oh
coat
my goodness
every
gracious.
single crevice. Get it under the skin a little bit. Don't just leave that part wet.
There is
This
so
is gonna
much
do 2 things. It's gonna make sure
for
that it
fried
adheres to
chicken.
the
I
chicken,
thought
but
it
it's
was
also
so
gonna
simple,
spread
but I
out
was
those thin
wrong.
balls of hydrated
So I guess
flour,
the
which will
fried
then
foods I'm
build
thinking
up
about
into
what they
those
do at
beautiful
fast
flakes.
foods
Once that's
is
fully coated,
complete,
shake off
utter
the excess,
bullshit.
Pop on a sheet tray, and then repeat
So I learned something new about that.
all of your chicken pieces. All right. Woo! Chicken time. So you got
But
all
this
your
is
bread
no
and chicken.
bullshit.
Now we
No
gotta fry
bullshit
it.
at all. Look
Okay,
look
so
at
we
him.
have a
Look at him
nice
go.
deep Dutch oven full of vegetable oil, any high heat oil, avocado oil, lard, beef fat, duck fat, just anything that can go around that 350-degree marker. We're using canola. It's cheap. Be cautious on how much you fill this. You want to go around halfway up the pot. This is about a 7-quart pot. You may need multiple of these. Beware of that. Now, we're going to do this in batches. We're going to lower in some of our pieces. So I'm going to drop in maybe a thigh and a drumstick and a wing.
Yeah,
The
as
Holy
they
Trinity,
say in
if you will.
Fantastic Four, the
Amen.
first
While this
steps,
is frying,
cooking
please pay attention.
truly
So, you
is
want the
an
oil to be
art
around
form at this
325 to
point.
350
Even
Fahrenheit.
fried
I say
food
this range
is
because it depends on
it's
how
such an
big and
art
how thick the
form.
pieces
It
are. The
really,
bigger the
really
pieces are,
is.
like
Look at
these
this guy.
huge breasts in comparison to these tiny wings, the longer they're gonna have to cook. So if they're really big, start it at 325 so that they cook through before they burn. Monitor this, and then you're gonna let these fry, going sort of adjusting the temperature as necessary, make sure that they don't get too brown till they reach an internal temperature of 165 Fahrenheit, which will take
Damn
about
it,
10
not
to 15 minutes for the
169.
smaller
Would've been
pieces,
nice.
And 15 to 20 minutes for the really
Can we
big
get it to
pieces. So you
169?
might want to use multiple pots for this. this.
I wonder
Once
if
your
he'll make an
chicken's done,
exception
a
to that if it's
thermometer is placed in the
169.
thickest part of the meat, reading around 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Should also be golden brown and crispy. Remove your chicken.
Just
and
not 2
drain over
degrees
a wire
hotter.
rack,
We don't
set
need
over a
that
baking
cursed
sheet, Or you
number.
can do plates with paper towels. And allow that to cool for about 2 to 3 minutes and serve and enjoy immediately. If you don't know
Oh
what
my
to do with
God,
leftover
give
fry
me.
oil, then check out my
Give
Korean fried
me.
chicken video on this channel
Oh.
where I show how to dispose of it properly.
Oh,
Another
what
way to
is
heat the second
that?
one, you
What
can
it-
place
what
this on a
was
plate, you can
that?
do it on a tray. In my case, I have a parchment paper lined large
Oh
plate,
my God,
chicken
serve it
stacked
at a
on.
fancy
I'll leave it as
schmancy
an
expensive
herb for
restaurant
color,
and they'll
but
pass
honestly,
it
you
as
just serve
art.
this straight up.
Yes.
Wow. This
Fried chicken
looks
could
like
be
it
art
the
too.
crispiest, greatest buttermilk fried chicken of all time. Cheers.
Fried chicken is art.
That
I'm
is
telling
saying,
you, it's art.
wow. The crispiness, the crunch,
Oh, such
the fat on
satisfying
the skin is
noises. I love the
rendered, so
popping
skin isn't
noises in this
chewy, it's
video.
tender, it melts in your mouth. The chicken's cooked perfectly. It's juicy.
Some real good
but it's also not
ASMR
too tough,
there.
you know? Sometimes people fry chicken too quickly, and the chicken kind of ends up a little too stringy and chewy. The chicken's nice and tender, but the seasoning is bar none, absolutely perfect. The balance of the spices all kind of working together to bring out the richness of the chicken without taking away from it. I'm not biting into this and just tasting a myriad of spices alone. I'm tasting rich, deep, chickeny
You're
flavor
tasting
with a little
art.
bit of garlic,
That's what
a
you're
little bit of
tasting.
onion, some spiciness, little pops of heat on the tip of my tongue. But this isn't just a perfect fried chicken. It goes with so many other recipes that are already on this channel, like our mashed potatoes, our mac and cheese. You could take all these recipes together and make a whole meal. This is obviously just the centerpiece, the chicken itself, if you just wanted to focus on this. But don't forget to make some beautiful sides too. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank
I'm
you so
already
much. The link's in the
subscribed,
description.
so don't
See
even
ya.
worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm already subscribed. Okay, I think that will be the end of this reaction video. So thank you all so much over on YouTube for watching. I really want to do more of these cooking reactions. I'm considering and reacting to his channel again, but if you do have any more cooking channels that I should react to, I think there's one called Cooking with Babish and he makes great stuff, but I would love to know what you guys would like me to see over in the YouTube section. So feel free to like and subscribe, be sure to share this with your friends, and stay tuned for when I have more videos on my channel to release. Take care, everyone. Goodbye!